trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi như đăng ký brand với USBTO, từ Helium, từ trên Scout, Logistics và Warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.
Funnel segments are a huge part of your marketing strategy when utilizing Amazon DSP. So what are funnel segments? Basically, think of a funnel like a regular funnel where the top of the funnel is cold audience and the bottom of the funnel is warm. And the warmer the audience is, the more likely they are to convert. So the top and the cold, people who've never heard about you, they have no interest in buying your product. And the bottom, the warm, they've seen you a bunch of times. They do have that need. You are the solution to their problem and they're thinking about buying you. Looking at those different funnel stages is going to make a huge difference when determining your strategy because there's different KPIs for each stage. So let's break the two stages into two. The bottom of the funnel, which is loyalty and retargeting and cross-selling, and then the top of the funnel, which is competitor targeting, in-market, demographic, contextual, and any other sort of brand awareness. Think of it as just things that bring people to the top of the funnel to eventually flow down to retargeting and so on. At the bottom of the funnel, loyalty, retargeting, and cross-selling. So when we talk about loyalty are basically people who've purchased from you in the past but haven't purchased again. And we create this loyalty segment, and again, this is a made-up name, by the way, but we create this loyalty segment trying to target people who've purchased our product once, but maybe we want to remind them, hey, did you run out? Is it time to buy again? For the bottom of the funnel segments, the main metrics here are ROAS and total ROAS. ROAS is basically the return on ad spend, or the inverse of ACOS, on your ads. And total ROAS also takes into account if someone views your product but then buys something else on your catalog. So maybe they viewed your bed sheets but they ended up buying something completely different, a duvet cover. That also counts. And it doesn't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, we're trying to make sales. So those are the metrics that we are using to measure how effective the bottom of the funnel is. It's very driven by dollar amount. It's very driven by, I spent $10, I made $50. That's good. Those are the main metrics. We're trying to see if it's profitable. Retargeting is also part of that funnel. So again, it's anything like loyalty, cross-selling, retargeting. Those are where we want to see the conversions happen. And retargeting is generally people who visited you once or viewed your product once, and now you're trying to retarget them, show them more ads, and hopefully push them across that line of converting. Then we move up the funnel to upper funnel marketing. That's competitor, complementary product, in-market, demographic, contextual, all these other things, even streaming like Twitch. That's all upper funnel. And the main metrics we're trying to track here are click-through rate and detail page view rate. The whole goal is to get people into the listing with those ads. I'm not too worried about converting them. So if the ROAS is bad or the ACOS is really high, it's not a problem. And the reason is, think about this. The second that they're served that competitor ad and they view it and now they're in your funnel, they'll get served another retargeting ad. And at that point, the retargeting is going to take all of the credit for the competitor ad, even though the competitor ad was the one that brought them in the first place, but the competitor showed their ad and now that took all the credit. And so when looking at the performance of your segments, always look at retargeting plus everything else. Everything else, the main metrics are click-through rate and detail page view rate. If no one is really clicking on your ad from all those upper funnel targeting, they're not really interested. The ad is being served to the wrong people or the wrong audience, or it's bad creative and whatnot. And so it's not drawing people in. It's not working efficiently as the top of the funnel. But as you move lower at the bottom of the funnel, if it's not converting, that's the problem. And you should look at your different creatives, your different audiences, your different supply sources, all of these different factors we talked about in terms of optimization, and turn off what's not working, or maybe lower the frequency and so on. Another important metric for the top of the funnel is new to brand. New to brand basically talks about how many new to brand purchases we're bringing, people who have never purchased from you and they're completely new to the brand. And that is a very strong metric showing that brand awareness is working. You're getting new people, not the same old people that have purchased from you in the past, but new people, and expanding that pool, because remember, As you get more new to brand, they will eventually come in and the loyalty will kick in, and after 90 days of them not purchasing from you, you can now convert them into a customer again, increasing your lifetime value. So new to brand is a very important metric to keep an eye out on, and it works for bottom of the funnel and top of the funnel. You can just look at it as a whole. That's how I would look at my funnel, and that's how I would set up my marketing strategy. Bottom of the funnel, top of the funnel, two different segments. And when looking at performance, look at retargeting plus everything that's above retargeting, add the total spend, add the total sales, and then figure out what the actual ROAS is. And if it's a bad ROAS, then start looking at the top of the funnel and seeing what has a really low click-through rate. Let's start turning those off. Is it maybe on publisher sites? Let's turn those off. Is it maybe on desktop app? Let's turn that off. Eventually getting to a point where at the top of the funnel, your ads are working effectively to get people to click and come into your funnel. And then once they're in there, retargeting is taking over and eventually converting them.
Chị đang bán hàng trên Amazon. Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi như đăng ký brand với USBTO, từ Helium, từ chân Scout, được tích và warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.